Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Today, Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back open in the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 3rd. Working that left side now. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete, Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And from a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air.
Brings into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's John. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
He's got it and still on his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The Spartans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Spartans are flying down the field. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Forced out of the pocket. Did the work himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The official says no good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Spartans in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a spot in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I You know, one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got room to work. Crosses the 30. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. He'll throw it. Finds us back in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for space, it's John. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Music City Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that's the case.
The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Kick is in the air. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run it to the right. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Spartans will punt this one away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move, it's John. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gives it on the option. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just want...
There he goes! Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Grabbed behind the line. It's Evans. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Off play action on 1st down. Right down the middle. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Oh, man. I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fellow running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
2nd down. They'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. All of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Tide with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's John. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown Tide! And the route is on.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on the show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I
know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A low line drive and short kick. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it.
Turning it on. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Michigan State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
They'll line up to go for two. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to go up top. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Plows through the defense. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. They're going to ride this running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Sims. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go up top on second and short. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Gonna look downfield again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a...
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued. These guys looking to bring the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Handoff from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got Not enough for the first down and wants more. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go to the draw. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just